Hello, everyone.
Oh, are we gone? We're going?
Yeah, we're going. Hello, everyone. How are you doing, DJ Brown
Howdy
here?
doody.
And there's Zakai, like usual, down here. And we're all alone tonight. Well, I think we're all alone.
I think we're alone. I don't know.
We're
all alone now.
We're all alone now.
Stuck in a closet, getting all our rock.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong song.
What I shown is our sponsor, one of our sponsors. There we go.
Nice. Ruthless Rustlers.
Yeah, Ruthless Wrestlers. If ever you guys want to go see, they have a lot of great caps like the one I got on my head.
Nice.
And real proud to be part of them. Started talking with the owner, and they have a lot of good shirts, polos. They have all the hoodies and stuff like that from the rodeo world. So yeah, Ruthless Wrestlers, ladies and gentlemen, come go see their website on www.ruthlesswrestlers.com.
I'm on it right now, Verm. It was super easy to find. Just type in Ruthless Wrestlers. Now it wants me to spin to get so much off an order. We'll have to do that later. But
they have that spin tonight. Oh, good. So, ladies and gentlemen, like
hoodies, crew necks, caps, cowboy hats, jackets, accessories.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
And it's quality. Quality. Look at that.
Oh, it's like an actual sweatshirt.
Yeah. You should get yourself one there. Okay.
T-shirts.
It's really marvelous.
I tear up T-shirts a lot. My problem is I find T-shirts, but I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah. So you still have your
let's see.
Radio Le Production.
Oh my gosh.
What?
They don't do my size in that shirt.
They don't? What, they don't have 3X?
This shirt they do. They go all the way up to 5X, Firm.
They do?
5X.
Whoo!
That's big.
God. That's big. That is big.
They got this in unity we thrive. I like this shirt. I've lost 40 pounds so far. So
hey man, so you must be a 2X large now.
No, I'm still a 3X. Just 3Xs. Okay. 3Xs don't, when you put them on, they don't look like spandex. Because remember, spandex, it's a privilege, not a right.
I still remember when they took the wrong shirt and they sent me a shirt. I tried it on and I'm like, oh God, man.
They even do cowboy hats, Firm.
They do?
What they got here? They got some straws. They got some. Well, this looks like what is this? The Billings cowboy hat. What is this? From cotton felt. Interesting.
How you doing, Mr. Truck Sam?
And then
pretty good. I missed you the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. We've
just been busy.
A little bit overwhelmed lately. Even tonight, I'm like
cotton felt hats. What else do we got on here? Let's go check out their jacket selection here. Kind of like zip-up hoodie style jackets. Kind of like Carhartt. Look, one of these looks like it's kind of like Carhartt material.
Could be.
Accessories. You always got to look at the accessories. They got a coffee cup. And you can get gift cards. So it's like the whole deal.
Give me a sec. Here. I know you want to show this, so I'll do it. I keep forgetting I could stream.
You could stream it. You should have streamed it when I was talking about it. Now we're done. So
nah. Here we go. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Ruthless Wrestlers, their website. Look at all these nice pieces of clothing.
I'm looking at the cowgirls.
I know you're looking at the cowgirls. They're all nice. Yeah, but I see them all summer long. I see them all summer long.
How do you walk at the end of the day, Verm?
Oh.
Wow.
Did you really say that?
Yeah.
So they do make cowboy. What's this? That call me up there thing. Get that out of the way. Yeah. So these nice cowboy hats and stuff like that. So ladies and gentlemen, go see our sponsor, Ruthless Wrestlers, and get yourself a collection. There's a lot of nice. I don't want to say swag. I've overheard that we don't.
Oh, that's okay.
No, we're in the women's size.
Yeah.
I've overheard that you don't say swag. Did you know that?
Why not? What's wrong with swag?
Yeah, the swag is something from, I don't know. Someone came up to me and said, "Don't say that. Something that comes from prison or stuff like that." I don't know.
Well,
I don't go to prison,
but I haven't been to prison, so.
Well, it's like someone. It's like, okay, I'll get out of this. But ladies and gentlemen, go see our sponsor.
Let's see what swag is. Swag is.
Yeah. So let's go see our sponsors. Look how cute it is. It's beautiful. I love these guys. They're really nice. The owners are outstanding. Please go help them out. They do a lot of nice clothing. I love the bull.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get to this definition here. Swag, noun. Curtain or a piece of fabric fastened so it hangs in a drooping curve. Informal, money or goods taken by a thief or burglar, their homes offering a tempting swag for burglars. To arrange or decorate. Traveling. What we should find is like, what's that Urban Dictionary. That's what we need to go look up. I'm gonna go look up Urban Dictionary, Vern, while you tackle some things here.
Well, I mean, the B word.
Yeah. So technically, I'm gonna say hi to Truck Sam. So how's it been, Truck Sam, for the past 3 weeks that we haven't had our podcast?
Lonely. I haven't been out there be able to talk to you guys.
That's true. I know. But like Akai said, there's a couple things. It's again like tonight. I worked late, so but I came in. I'm there. You know, I can't have an excuse every week.
Well,
I even looking through Urban Dictionary, I don't see anything very cruel, drippy, badass. Stuff. One refers to sex. I don't know why, but an alternative term for pirate treasure or booty.
No, but that's what
that's what we think when somebody's like, "Hey, man, they're handing out swag over there, like free T-shirts and hats and stuff." That's what we're thinking. Keychain.
I know. Yeah. No, but I understand that. I mean, I've said that, and then the person says, "Don't say that. It's something blah blah blah," and I'm going, "What?" Like,
you know what? Am I commenting? He goes, "Well, I've never been to prison, and most of the people that I'm talking to about swag don't even know what prison is." So, because we followed the law,
it's almost
we
like
stayed out of jail.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost a lot of these people that don't understand the meaning of having your pants sag.
Well, it's like and again, this is what I've been told. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm not stupid. I just been told stuff, and I said, "Oh yeah, okay." Wearing pants, the pants like the young children.
Yeah, that's what Samurai was just talking about here.
Yeah.
When they hang their pants down low and they got their drawers showing, that means they're just offering up. They're ready for some action. They want gay love.
That's it.
No, they're actually looking for a regular.
They're actually looking for some regular gay love.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna give them.
Well, when I see that, and I actually go up to them and say, "Hey, do you know what that means?" And they're like, "No, it's just fast." No, that's not what it means. And one time I did it in front of a parent. Oh yeah, and I told that right in front of the parents, and his parents said, "Pull up your pants now." And they said thank you to me because they didn't realize what it meant.
I mean, yeah.
It is what it is.
No, it is what it is. So, what's been going on in your guys' heads lately?
Oh,
what's
man,
going on on the planet? So much stuff going on.
So much. So I've been working a lot on the property. My property, cutting down trees, getting stuff moved out of the way, getting logs stacked, all that stuff, I'm about ready so I can get some excavators up there so I can get some bids. Because my wife doesn't want me running heavy equipment up there. Took her up to the property. She said, "Hell no. You're going to call a professional. This is steep."
No, I said, you probably blow something up.
No. Only when they give me my dynamite license. But I did drop a big, huge tree up there. It was like 60 foot tall, like 2.5 foot in diameter, big sucker, and it was all dead. But I had to drop it because it's overlooks where the construction site of my cabin's going to be. And so I had to drop it down, but it's really cool because I got 2 stumps that are about 6 feet apart. And so I'm carving the stumps into chairs.
Okay.
So that way I'll have stumps. I have stump chairs that'll be there year round that I can sit in, and I'm going to make a little night table out of a big log, you know, a little table to go in between them. I'll cut it up with my chainsaw, and I'll have a table and 2 chairs just sitting there, and they'll just be there all year round because it's a stump that's in the ground. So all these big trees that I've been cutting down up there, if they're big enough to sit on, I'm starting to cut them into stump chairs.
Are you serious?
Old man's got to sit somewhere, right?
Make sure you bring up some cushions.
You know, when you're walking through the woods, and there's a couple of them up there. The old guy that's been up there, he's in his 70s. He's later 70s, and he's still very spry. He's doing stuff. He's just all over that mountain. And I had the pleasure of meeting him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, when I'm up there cutting wood, if I get a good big enough stump, I turn it into a chair." I said, and so every time you just be walking through the woods, and you'll just see a chair sitting in the middle of the woods that he made out of a stump. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to continue that tradition because that's kind of nice when you're walking through the woods and you're tired and you're like, I want to sit down. Well, what do you know? Here's a chair. Just have a seat.
Ooh.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But other than that, I've just been running around doing stuff. You know, working on my Canon. Working on a couple projects, actually. I need to build I'm going to go to the mountains tomorrow. I got more trees and stuff to cut down. But I got a cool device today. It was called a chain locker. I didn't even know these things existed. But if you, I don't know if you use a chainsaw, Verm.
I do.
You got some experience with chainsaw. You know, you have extra chains and you just throw them in your bucket.
Yeah.
And they just all ball up at the bottom and get all tangled and everything.
Yeah.
This thing's called a chain locker. I got it off Amazon. It's a little plastic box. And I can straighten out my chains and put them inside this plastic. There's posts in there. So I can just put the chains in there and they're not twisted up.
Okay.
So when I get done sharpening my chains, I can put them in the chain locker. And as I'm using them throughout the day, I just take the used ones, put them in the bottom of the bucket. And when I sharpen them, I just stack them back in my chain locker and they're ready to go. And so that way, when I pull them out of the chain locker, I don't got to fiddle with nothing. I just put them on the chainsaw and do my thing.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, but I had to order another battery for my chainsaw. So, because I went electric on my chainsaw. I got one. I just got another one. So I just ordered it from Greenworks. And that little 20-inch electric chainsaw has impressed the heck out of me.
Okay.
And I dropped that tree up there in no time flat with that electric chainsaw. That thing cut so fast. It was insane.
Okay.
It was insane. I was like, this thing has as much power or more power than a 20-inch gas steel chainsaw.
Ooh. Okay.
And it lasts about the same amount of time. A battery lasts about the same as a tank of gas.
Okay.
You know, but I just plug it into the back of my truck to recharge it. It takes 30 minutes on the fast charger to recharge it. So it's not a bad deal.
Sorry, I'm just adding up my Facebook so I can see what's going on.
Oh, Facebook, social media. I have something on that.
Yeah.
So have you all been seeing all the retaliation, all the government agencies, all these people coming after people for their social media posts?
No.
Just because they comment, like there was a guy who commented, a libertarian that commented on Kamala Harris after the second attempt on Trump, said if somebody tried this on on Kamala, they'd be a national hero, and they sent the FBI out to talk to him. But they didn't send the FBI out to talk to the guy that was a totally raving loon that was dropping all kinds of bad posts about Trump, and then showed up later with an AK-47 on a golf course. And then Facebook deleted all his stuff like the day after, hours after he got caught.
Okay. And?
You know, I don't know. It's just, well, and in the UK, people are now going to prison over Facebook posts.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming to Canada, buddy. Watch out.
Oh, man. I don't say nothing stupid.
You guys do, but I don't. My understanding is they can fine you and send you to prison too. On top of that.
Yeah.
So where's the liberty of speech now?
Oh,
it's
did
in
you
danger.
see? It's a danger, but here's the other danger that people aren't talking about. So did any of you guys catch what the UN just passed here recently?
No.
It was let me pull it up here. The UN passed the futures.
And how can
the Pact for the Future.
Yeah.
And oh my God, the stuff that is in there is insane.
Okay.
Insane. Like they're talking like biometric chip IDs for all people, telling you what citizen and what country you belong to. Things on just all kinds of craziness. And I'm like,
sound like you're chipping us like dogs or animals.
You know,
wow,
just nutty stuff that the UN is going to try to push, because the World Health Organization tried to push this and they couldn't get it through. So they got it. They did it on it's the UN Pact for the Future, and forget how many pages, 24 or 16 page document. If you want to read it, a lot of mumbo jumbo. But it's a lot of overreaching stuff where the UN is going to like have power over all these countries, just like the EU has power over all these countries in the European Union.
Okay.
But I didn't elect the UN. The UN doesn't represent me.
No.
You know, the UN doesn't represent Canada. But yet they think they got the power to rule over
countries.
It almost sounds like Demolition Man, that movie.
Oh, it's crazy.
Hey, I remember that.
Man.
That's with Sylvester Stallone, no?
Yeah, That's a good movie.
Okay,
yeah, it's basically like people had to get chips, and you can't, you got to think happy thoughts, and
you swear. If you swear, you get fined.
You know that's going to happen, eh? You know that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it is.
I just look at
because people can't manage themselves.
The Servant. I don't know if you guys have seen the miniseries, The Servant.
Haven't seen that. What's that about?
No, it's I'll go find it because I want to make sure it's the way we say it in English. I don't think so, but you should see that miniseries. Oh, I just heard a clone. You should see the miniseries. Technically, it's about you're gonna find it cute. It's about U.S. being taken over by a movement. They blew up the White House with all the representatives in it. It's something. It's American. It's American.
Wow, it's
based on a Canadian writer, if I remember.
It's called The Servant.
Yeah,
Kind of like that movie that was supposed to be coming out where they had the Second Civil War.
They did come out with it.
Yeah, but I forgot the name of it.
Civil War?
It was Civil War?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was something else.
I got told not to watch it because it was stupid.
It is?
By
Give me
who?
a second. I'll go find the movie.
Because like I said, There's some movies that my buddies will tell me, like, don't watch this. It's just full of crap. It's not worth your time. And as men, you should have friends in your life that can tell you stuff like that.
Oh.
They could say, what's going on, SD?
What's up?
You should have men in your life as a man that you can reference books, movies, pleasures, problems that you can call and talk to, that are your brothers. And if they tell you, look, don't waste your time. I watched that movie. It was dumb. Then I'm not going to waste my time.
If I find a movie, if I watch the trailer, because one thing I used to listen to, people say, oh, it's a waste of money and all that. But once I watch the previews, and I'm like, that looks pretty interesting, I go watch the movie, and it's like, that was up my ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay. It's called The Handmaid's Tale.
The Handmaid's Tale?
I've actually seen that, and actually I did buy the DVD for that.
It's really good.
I think it's the first season and the second season I have.
Yeah, they've done 4 seasons, and there's supposed to be is it 4 or 5 seasons? And they're supposed to be doing the 6th season.
What?
It's a thriller, but it's about a takeover of governance in the United States.
I think there's already been a takeover of governments in the United States.
Yeah. Actually,
everybody out there can call me loony as F, and I don't care. But this is my personal thought.
What movie is this you guys talking about? Or show?
The
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Handmaid's Tale. I got all those services out in the living room. I'll have to punch it up, put it on my list to watch.
No, go watch it, okay? You'll like it. I mean, it's a Canadian writer.
It's gonna make me more conspiracy theory oriented.
Oh no, it's gonna make you go, ooh. No,
Yeah.
I don't think conspiracy. It's gonna make you think that if ever
It's already happened.
Remember when I said Civil War and stuff like that? When we had that conversation, I said about Civil War and stuff like that.
Dude,
well, it's a little bit
What's up, Ragnar? That would be Ragnar. Absolutely the worst thing to possibly happen.
There you go.
In this
I'm
country.
sure he found it.
Yeah, that's the IMDb title thing. But that would be absolutely the worst thing to happen in this country is to have a civil war. Any country.
I know.
Because you're going to have neighbors fighting neighbors, and it's going to get ugly.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to have to kill them all.
No, but technically it's stupid. I mean, I've seen the movie. They had a movie that they came out with, Civil War.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
About the United States.
Yeah.
There's
I got told it was dumb.
It's dumb. No, I've seen it.
It's dumb.
I didn't believe it, but it's not the best movie.
Yeah, it was dumb, wasn't it?
Movie. It's the part of the United States you guys know, and then there's the other United States. They made a flag with only two stars, so they were the other part.
Yeah, Texas and California succeeded from the Union together.
Yeah, or something like that.
That would
Give
never
me
happen.
a break. That's never happening. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Texas would kick California.
Unless Texas totally Californicated, which I see happening.
Yeah. Then they found out that the president that's there is not the president they should be, something like that. So they had to go fight and kill him. So they were able to kill everybody from service. You know, everything that you don't see usually. They kill all the service, the FBI, everybody to get to the president. They got to the president, they shot him down.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I might watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying it so you can watch it. But
okay.
I mean,
here's the thing,
it's
though.
It's free now on Prime. I think it's Prime.
Verm has already said it's a bad movie.
Oh yeah.
Bad movie. No, but I mean, if you want,
it's a bad movie. If you really want to watch a bad movie, then watch that movie.
There's a movie.
If you really have nothing else better to do, like, I would rather go pick the rocks out of my tires than watch that movie.
I I like
Civil War.
I find that would be more enjoyable to maybe like clean the microscopic coffee out of my wife's coffee pot than to watch that movie.
You are dramatic tonight, eh?
No, I mean, it's that bad.
It's not. I mean, I sat down.
What kind of American are you?
Yeah. And how it's finished, it's like, huh? All that for killing the president? So
have you seen this series called Designated Survivor on Netflix?
I have seen like an episode, and I haven't watched any more.
Chamberlain, what's his name?
I can't remember the name of the guy who got the main
actor. I know the actor. Yeah, I seen that. He's like they blow up the place, and he becomes like the
president.
The only guy. Yeah, he becomes the president, and then everything goes crazy, and he has to take these decisions, and the guy has no experience into that. Yeah.
Yep.
Really.
And you know what? The guy that was the top had no experience into that either before he got the job.
Yep.
No. But that does exist, eh? A designated survivor.
These guys have no idea. Yeah, there's always a designated survivor.
Yeah, that's part of
That's why the president and the vice president are rarely together in the same place at the same time. They keep them separated.
Okay.
So they maintain that structure. And if the president goes down, then the vice president becomes the president. The Speaker of the House now becomes the vice president, and it just moves down the chain.
Yep. I think the fourth in line is the Secretary of State, I believe.
Something like that. I'd have to look at the chart. But
you want to see how this country's going to end up? Just watch Idiocracy.
Idiocracy? I think that is that Idiocracy. Have you guys seen Idiocracy?
No.
I saw a show once.
Idiocracy, I forget when it was done. I don't know if you're still out there, Ragnar. You could throw that D&B title thing for Idiocracy. But
you can look it up on YouTube, and it's free.
Yeah, sometimes it's free on YouTube. You can find it for free.
Mm-hmm.
One, President Camacho, best role ever for Terry Crews, the best. I'm telling you what, Terry Crews is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
When he gets these titles, he is. Idiocracy was like the bomb. And it's like a documentary.
Yep.
I would call it a documentary because it's like you got to watch it. And if you don't find the parallels in your own country from watching that movie, you're part of the problem, I think. So there it is, Idiocracy, 2006. And I'm not going to spoil it. It's a must-watch.
Yeah. It's funny
It's a must-watch.
It's funny as hell, and you'll start thinking, like, yeah, I can see that happening right now.
Yeah, because it has electrolytes. That's all I'm saying.
Not comment on that.
It's got electrolytes.
How about, you sure we have time for a latte?
You know, so you just got to go watch it.
Yep.
And you'll see, you're like, oh my God, that is happening right now. It's happening. So that's why I tell my kid, go read a book. Because everybody's so dependent on electronics.
And social media.
When was the last time you got together with another male, another brother, and you sat down and you just had a conversation about the world or about what's going on? When was the last time you did that?
I just done that not too long ago in the car with my best friend.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
we sat down and started talking about everything.
Yeah.
Canadian politics, American politics, what's going on the planet, what's going on over there. Did you see in Israel? Did this? And now all topics were coming out.
Yeah. And we do this every Tuesday. So this is kind of like the same thing, which is awesome. So, but I got, in real world, like in the IR, I got a buddy and we meet up every week or every week, other week, and we'll smoke a cigar or we'll smoke a pipe and we'll eat some food and we'll have a few drinks and we'll just sit on the porch and we'll just talk about life and whatever's bothering us. You gotta find that in your life.
Go ahead.
For me, instead of going with a buddy, I'm with my sister, my nieces, and nephew. Because
yes, but can you talk about male issues with your sister?
No,
is she going down there?
I talked to my brother-in-law for that.
Okay, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why it's for men, it's got to be men, and for women, it's got to be women.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
also having somebody you can talk to about everything.
Everything.
Without
judgment.
Without judgment and out bias, where they can say, well, I agree with you on this, but on this part, I don't agree with you. And so have a good conversation back and forth. It's very rare to find that.
It's very rare to find brothers.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
You may have a handful of brothers your entire life.
Uh-huh.
True.
Handful.
I have a really good friend right now who
You're so kind.
can you hear me better?
I'm talking brothers that'll help you bury the body.
Yeah. Good one. I'll let you have that one.
Trust your life with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say that, like, you know how 9/11 just passed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had my good friend, my other best friend, for years, he's been struggling with it because of 9/11, because he lost 90% of his family in the World Trade Center.
Oh, wow.
That's a hard thing to handle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was
hard.
I mean, he tried to commit, well, I'm not going to say it, but you know what he did? He tried.
He did the S word. Yeah.
Yeah. He tried it several times. His ex-wife, now his current wife, and his new current wife is the best thing in the world has ever happened for him. She understands him. She went through a lot of stuff in the military.
Well,
She's
here's the other thing. His ex-wife must have been a real piece of work.
Oh God,
because,
yeah.
Because she didn't support him and didn't help him through his time of crisis.
I think they were divorced already before that happened, but she was a B.
Then she's not at fault. But she's a B. Yeah.
But for a while there, she was trying to take his kids from his new wife from him.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they have to do that? Why?
I don't know. They're not
Power play and money.
Well,
It's just going to ruin your life.
Well, one
It's a
thing
power
is,
play and money.
Hey guys, if you're new to the channel and you're going to get married, prenup. If you don't do it when you get married nowadays, you're a fucking idiot.
yeah, it's true.
Or at least put everything that's worth money in your mom's name.
Who did that? Tom Brady.
You buy the house. Yeah, Tom Brady did it. You buy the house, put it in your mother's name. That way, when she divorces you and she tries to get the house, she can't because it belongs to your mom.
Yep.
I remember watching a thing where they were going through divorce, and it's like, yeah, he has no assets because everything is in his mom's name.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she didn't get nothing. And it's like, I'm like, yeah, that's the way you think. But to me, it sounded like she was a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought she was a model already.
She was a model, but it happens from rich to poor, where some, and I'm not saying all women. It's some women. It's very few. Well, 80%. Did you know that 80% of women are the initial filers of divorce?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought it would be 90%.
No. The interesting stat is 90% of the women that file for divorce are college educated.
Ooh.
That I did not know.
And have a corporate job because they're either making as much or more money than their partner.
I
Okay.
did not know that.
And so then they divorce their spouse.
Huh.
Are you
So-
serious?
I'm totally serious.
Oh God.
Well, look at
And
the
a lot of
statistics.
it's because
This
they
is
No,
want
statistics
I
to
won't lie.
make them take the debt of from them, so they don't have no debt. Then if they have kids, they want to keep the kids so they can get child support. And there's
And
a
alimony.
lot. Alimony, that's starting to turn on them because Florida just passed a law. I've been hearing
Oh,
about
that was
it
a
where
big one.
Oh yeah. Then in
Oh.
Tennessee, now they're actually doing. You have to have
No
a
alimony.
DNA test. DNA test
Oh.
when you have children to make sure that it is your child.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
And
then,
boy, there's
weren't
major
they-
uproars too.
Yep, there's a lot of people upset over that, but
Aren't they talking about doing that in Florida? No.
it wouldn't shock me if they did. But
Yeah, the alimony in Florida that would major because that was lifetime for a long time. Where if you got divorced, it was lifetime alimony.
Yep.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell? They get out
Oh, yeah.
to the job.
I know. My friend's ex-girlfriend, it's not ex-husband, sorry, but that ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, sorry, got alimony from him. That's the same guy who lost his family,
Okay.
and she got paid more. She got paid more than him, and he still had to pay like $500 a month in alimony on top of child support.
Okay.
But I think recently she got married and she lost all her alimony.
That's the way it should be. I'm sorry, but why am I taking care of her if she got remarried?
Her,
That's wrong. And in my opinion is why should I be taking care of her? I can understand. My opinion is
oh, he
it should
takes
be
care of his
split
kid.
equally.
though. His,
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking care of your kids, I have no problem with you.
yeah, he
you know,
takes
you
care of his
should-
2 kids with her. No problem. At least he's smart. He stopped after the 4th kid. Not like my other friend who got 16 kids.
I can understand if you have to pay child support.
Oh yeah.
That I totally get. But alimony?
All depends.
Alimony? Really? What do you mean child support depends?
It's basically if they do equal sharing and they are both taking care of them equally, there shouldn't be no child support as long as everything is equal. If
It's never
not
equal,
like-
Samurai.
Oh.
It's never equal.
Well, what I'm saying is if one parent's trying to manipulate it to where they get more money because of the kid, that needs to be looked at.
It's never equal.
no, it's
No,
not.
Never
it
equal. Even when they do
Yeah, but-
50-50 time, the kid's got to live somewhere.
But they
Yeah.
always go towards a woman, and that's wrong.
Not
Yes.
as much as you think nowadays.
Nah, but
There are a lot more men getting custody nowadays.
Yes, there's a lot more.
that's good. But
They
before it was always
Yeah, it's
women.
changing.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's changing.
It's
Yeah.
changing. It is changing.
Slowly, but before it was mostly women that would get
Yeah.
the custody of
Yeah,
the child.
1950s,
Yeah, you're totally
1960s,
right.
1980s, 1990s. But I
I'd
think
say
in the
about-
90s, that's when it started to change. There was more men getting
Not
custody in the
much.
90s.
Before,
Not
I
by
think
much.
About 80% was going to women, and 20%
Yeah,
men.
and it also
Yeah.
depends on what state you live in too.
Yeah.
hmm
I think I know a lot of states. I know.
But that's
Florida
what I'm
was
talking about.
notorious.
Equal.
Florida's notorious. They always gave the mothers priority over the men.
And that's messed up.
90% of the chance I know that.
And there were a lot of men that were alienated from their children throughout the years because of that deal.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah.
because of the
100%.
forced, but you have to pay child support.
Yeah.
But if there's any question about paternity before that guy is made to pay child support,
Oh
they better
yeah.
do a DNA test, which they don't. I was watching this one thing where this guy went to jail for 5 years for not paying child support.
Turned out the
The kid was not his.
I think I heard about that one.
He asked for DNA tests prior to going to jail, and they didn't award him a DNA test until he got on some TV judge show to prove that, yeah, the kid's not yours.
I remember that case. Didn't she go to jail for over it or something like that?
I don't know, but she should have gone to jail for fraud. But it still doesn't replace this guy's 5 years, how he had all his wages and money garnished for all those years.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
is he going to get that back?
No.
No, he's not going to get that back. Was he going to have to sue her to get it back? And they'll be like, nah, yeah, too late. It's already done. You know.
I mean, but the one thing that he can do is sue the state for something.
Well, to be honestly, I think they should have a DNA test when the child is born right off the bat.
Steele is watching the debates. Who's having a debate tonight?
The vice president candidates.
The vice presidential candidates are having a debate?
Yeah, I think so, yes. So it should be on CNN or something like that.
Jesus, that's got to be a slaughter.
I don't trust CNN to cover
We got-
anything anymore, right?
No, we got the tampon king of Minnesota going against the vegan. I don't know how this is going to work out.
Well, my opinion is it's something where they should have independent.
You're looking at me weird, asking Mad Wolf. Why?
I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by vegan.
The guy that's running for vice president with Trump switched to being a vegan because of his wife.
Okay.
Well, I can understand that. I mean,
Okay. And the tampon king is for that moron that is in Minnesota that signed that bill to put tampon dispensers in men's bathrooms.
Jesus Christ.
Kind of defeats the purpose if it's the men's bathroom for a tampon, but
It's on fire, eh?
what do I know?
There's never reason for that.
No, I don't give a fart. It's the men's bathroom. There's two effing genders. Men, women. That's it. Women go to the women.
Great.
Men go to the men. I don't care. So freaking rare. Less than 1% of 1% it ever happens. Okay? And they deal with it how they deal with it. But two genders. Men and women. That's it. You're one or the other. Okay?
Yeah,
And if you're a man, you don't have freaking periods. It's not physically, biologically possible.
They don't use it for
You
that.
don't have a hoo-ha. The parts
don't
aren't
use it for
there.
I learned that from a prison. When I delivered to a prison once, they told me about that.
So
that's weird.
I don't care. You're not. You know what? I'm not going to live in your fantasy world. You want to put on a dress and dress like a girl. You want to be a boy. You know, a girl that dresses like a boy. But I don't have to play in your fantasy. I don't care what you do as long as you're not harming children. Okay? Don't give a rat's fart. But when you start pushing it on children and start telling them that they have to believe in your fantasy, that's when I got a problem with it.
I do have a problem with that. Yes, I do.
Because when you're telling kids that they can be little girls and little girls that they can be little boys, they can't. They don't have the equipment. And there's genetic differences. Men and women are different. That's why transgender men shouldn't be participating in female sports. Because they're built stronger, harder, and tougher. That's why the biggest dope, worst swimmer in the men's college that's so low rated can go to the women's division and dominate.
That's why he's doing it.
That's why all these runners that are pretending to be girls so they can get a scholarship.
Why do you think they're doing it? For that reason
they should have their own transgender sports league. You want to be transgender and be in your own sports league? Go right ahead, because I still love it. That Canadian weightlifter proved everything. Did you hear about him? No. So there's a man that pretends to be a woman in Canada, which just would get me arrested in Canada if I talked about this. He got
by Trudeau.
The she is the record holder. She's like the he thing is dominant in that sport on that power lift, blah, blah, blah. So a guy power lifter that heard about this went to the competition, said, I'm a woman. The dude is jacked. He's like a world record holder. Says, I'm a woman. You can't tell me I'm not. I'm allowed to compete. Broke all that thing's records. And she came out, or he came out. I don't even know what to call her. It came out and was upset because this man broke all her records. Well, you're still a man. You still have man parts. You still have the male testosterone level, which women don't have. So it's an unfair competitive advantage for you to compete in female sports. You also hit harder. You have more bone density. You have a bunch of stuff that's just, it's an unfair advantage for women's sports. And if you were talking about the war on women, come on, guys. They shouldn't even be allowed to compete with women. It's just totally unfair. Oh. Look what happened in the Olympic boxing. That thing was a man competing in women boxing.
Okay.
Was hitting the opponent so hard, 2 and 3 times harder than a woman can hit. And like they were quitting. They were like, nope, not boxing that. I'm out. I'm leaving. And they left the ring.
I thought the Olympics put a thing where they can't do that.
Nope.
No more. Or is that on?
I don't know if they put a thing. I don't know if they put a new thing on that, but people can hate on me all they want, but that's just how I feel about it. I don't think it's fair. You want to talk about fairness? You go to Thailand, right?
It's like that.
You go to Thailand. Like that. You go to Thailand. You go to these Asian countries where they have these lady boys, right? They're men that pretend to be ladies. They know they're men. They don't try to get women's rights. They don't try. They just pretend they're women, and people let them do what they're going to do, and
some love it.
And it's all copacetic, and nobody's complaining. But when transgender people go, I'm a man, I need to be able to use the men's restroom, and you're actually a woman, or vice versa, you're a man and you need to use the women's restroom because you're pretending to be a woman. Well, go to the family restroom. Sorry, go to the family restroom, go in there, lock the door, do your thing, and leave. And nobody's the wiser. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I actually griped at a woman once that came into a men's restroom. It's like, okay, your women's bathroom right over there. It's like, well, I'm a man. It's like, no, you're not. Go in the women's bathroom. If we did that to you, you'd be screaming, jumping on top of high, and I'd be arrested.
She said she's a man?
I didn't care.
So it wasn't it? It was a thing?
I don't know. I
don't care.
She was a female.
If she's got things swinging between her legs, she's a man. She should be using the men's restroom. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have kids. You don't understand this part of your life, right? When you have children and you're worried about them being in the bathroom, do you want your little girl seeing that?
No. Shit, no.
No, nada. Not at all.
Well, I know she was a female.
Yeah.
And she was in a...
Yeah, but do you, like I said, do you want, and I understand what you're saying, but as parents, we don't want them seeing that. I don't want these drag shows for children, story hour crap. I don't want that either. That's just inappropriate.
That, I agree with you on that one, but when it comes
it's just
to,
inappropriate. That drag shows, it's an adult art. It's meant for the adults. It's meant for mature, 18, 21-year-old and above people to go and enjoy a show where people dress up in funny costumes and pretend to be somebody who they're not, and they sing and they dance, and it's entertainment. It's like going to a comedy show. It's like going to a comedy show and it's rated, hey, you must be an adult because there's swearing in here. So
they're social grooming. That's what it is.
Which is just disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh.
I mean, these people that want all this stuff, in my eyes, they're socially grooming the kids, young people, to believe in what they want and get what they want.
Yeah. The whole craze for transgenderism and alternate genders and all this stuff has exploded because of social media.
Yeah.
And then it exploded because in schools, they're letting people pretend to be cats and dogs and have poop in litter boxes and do all this crap. I'm sorry.
No.
If you come to school and tell me you're a cat, one, I'm going to check for your license. If you don't have a license, I'm going to lock you in a room and I'm going to call the dog pound. And have them come pick you up.
And get you
and if they won't pick you up, then I'm going to call the mental institution because obviously you crazy.
You're on fire, man, tonight. Woo! Yeah.
Well, I agree with about 85-90% of what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, and and I may be wrong on some things. I'm not. I've always said, if you got evidence, if you've got something that you can tell me, that you can articulate in a reasonable argument, you can email me at vermlandradio, and I will read your email. All right? But I'm not going to, if you're going to swear at me and do a bunch of that stuff, it's going to get file 13, and I'm not going to care.
Yep.
So tell us about that hat. Ragnar, am I being too spicy tonight? Am I being too spicy? Am I like... Verm's going to get so many emails tomorrow.
Yeah,
so many emails. So many emails. This is going to get flagged on YouTube.
He's already getting emails already.
But the thing is, this is a debate, I like coming to where we talk about it.
My personal feelings. This is not Vermland's personal feelings. This is not Verm's personal feelings. This is my personal feelings.
This guy.
Well, it's something where this is the kind of conversation I like talking about because we're not getting upset at each other. We're having a conversation about everything, and we're talking in depth. Not many people you can do that with without them blowing up. Oh, you're not seeing my point of view. It's like, whoa.
I did see your point of view, and you're wrong.
Well, yeah. One thing I gotta say, the show's called Just Pure Talk. So Akai is just pure talking. So
I'm just pure talking. This is my opinion.
But I think I am going to talk about the cat because at Ragnar's we should maybe change.
It is
subject
a good-looking cat. Should we change subject?
Oh,
I have a great article.
My cat's really good, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget our sponsor, Ruthless Rusters. Go see their shop at www.ruthlessrusters.com. And there's a lot of swag. Help them out, man. This is like really beautiful. I really like this bull here right on the top there. So go see them.
Yeah.
They send out to the U.S. too.
Okay, so here you go. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
Just imagine you're traveling down the highway, clipping down the highway, and then you see something coming through your windshield. You duck, but it hits your passenger, which is your mom. It's a wrench, a big wrench, one that came off of a truck. Those dirty truckers, not securing their gear on the back of their trucks. And it killed that lady. What a crappy day.
Wrench? I mean, are you talking an actual wrench or one of them crackdown?
I don't know if it's a wrench or a cinch down thing, but it just said wrench. But
probably a work truck, Must be a work truck.
Yeah.
A work truck or something like that. An 18-wheeler or a work truck or somebody's, but a wrench just coming through the... Well, he said it was big. He ducked and it missed him. but hit his mom in the passenger seat. So it was pretty big. It was a big wrench. So
it's probably one of those work trucks, probably.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it.
So, lesson of the day, children: tie your shit down.
I've actually experienced people that are doing that doing that intentionally. Like, you remember in Omaha where them kids were throwing them bricks and
off the overpass.
Yeah. Then I've experienced that in a semi when somebody was chucking rocks and it blew out my stair tire up in Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
Yeah, but you don't need people chucking crap off the overpass to hit. These people, like in Truck Sam's thing, threw a large rock off the overpass, landed in front of his truck, blew out the steer tire, and he ended up in the ditch. Managed to keep the trailer and tractor upright, and everybody wanted to blame Truck Sam that it was his fault when it's some Yahoo kids throwing rocks off the overpass onto the interstate.
Mm-hmm. Even the sheriff and even the tow truck driver was praising me how well I kept it up, because when you have a steer tire blowout, the first thing reaction is always hit the brake. But you don't do that in a semi.
Oh no. I was going to say,
don't do it in the car either.
Down here, something like that happened down here in Florida. I think about 2 weeks ago. I just remembered it when you said it. Some kids were throwing rocks. One of them had a BB gun and was shooting his BB gun at the trucks.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
What is up with that? You know what it is there? Lack of personal discipline and a lack of parental whooping.
Well, just say this: the
parents are scared to whoop their children nowadays.
Well,
yeah, because you get in trouble.
There's super laws, especially in Florida. There's no spanking law they have in Florida. It's stupid.
Did you see what Montana did to counter that when they came out with that law?
No, what?
They came out with PSAs, like billboards and all that stuff. It's okay to spank your children in the state of Montana.
Are you serious?
Just don't leave a bruise.
Yep.
Now, Iowa,
you can't abuse your kids, but come on.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. The reason why the kids got caught, because there was a National Guard convoy come down the road. They hit every single car with rocks and BBs. They were lucky they didn't work shot, because they were actually armed at the time. And they had cameras on all their trucks showing the kids throwing stuff off the bridge.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. The sheriff came out. They ran. The sheriff came out, caught them. Like a week later, they caught them. Charged them.
Did you go after them?
Oh, they charged them because they had to do it federally. The FBI got involved because there's a National Guard unit because they were federalized.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, National Guard.
Here's the part that gets me is the FBI and all those guys got involved because it was federal equipment that got destroyed. But all the civilian equipment got destroyed by these yahoos doing it the week prior.
Yeah.
They could care less.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I think the kids got, all but one kid got charged as an adult. The other one didn't get charged because he didn't throw anything. He was just there.
Okay,
was he video cameraing?
Yeah.
Was he carrying stuff?
Yeah.
He was
He's an accessory.
You know what?
An accessory.
I love it. I love it when these kids film themselves doing illegal stuff and then post it online.
Oh yeah, they posted online. That's how they got caught.
That's ridiculous.
It's all about the clout. They want to get their 15 minutes of fame, and they don't realize that they ruin their lives over that.
Oh yeah,
like school kids. Yeah, like the school kids.
One kid just turned 18 the day of the event.
Yep, he's getting charged as an adult.
Yeah,
he's gonna do federal time.
They got sentenced. They just got sentenced. The one kid who was the first kid who got caught.
Yeah.
He's got charged with 15 years.
Wow.
Well, the other thing is also when it comes to their jobs, they look back and they see what they have posted, what they have done.
You know what?
They pretty much ruined their lives.
That's one thing. That's
opportunities.
one thing that I differ from a lot of people on. I got a feeling when you go to jail, unless it's for like some chomo stuff, but if you go to jail, like you robbed somebody, you robbed a bank, or you committed fraud or whatever, and you did your time, you finished your parole, you're good. Because when they say do the crime, pay the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought people should get their rights back. You should be able to vote again. You should be able to own a firearm. You should be able to do all that stuff, right? And because once you're done with parole and all that stuff, you've proved that you can be a citizen in society again. You've done that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there also should be like the shame on me once, shame on you twice rule.
I know where you're going with that. I agree with that.
Like, okay, look, you did something stupid, because there are a lot of good people out there that screw up. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Something stupid happened in their life, and these federal charges. I have a friend where these federal charges have hung on to him his whole life after he's been out of prison, and he's a good guy. But it makes him hard for him to get work. It makes it he can't hold certain state licensing because he's a felon, and he's been an upstanding citizen since he got out of prison, and this is 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
He can't appeal it or anyway.
No, it's
like that?
Texas. You're not going to appeal nothing in Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas is hard to get stuff in Texas.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Like first time, there should be like a time limit.
And do you know what he got busted for?
What?
Pot.
Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind. Okay.
He got busted
Pretty
for
much.
weed. Yes, it was illegal back then. Get it. But it's still a felony. It goes on his record for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And he was young when it happened. He was young and dumb. He says, I was stupid. I was just wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong guys, and I got busted. And it's ruined his life.
True.
All it takes, kids, is one screw up, and you ruin your life.
Wow.
That's why I think when you come out of something like that, they shouldn't be able to look at your record. It should be, yeah, it's still on your record, but your employer shouldn't be able to ask, were you a felon? It shouldn't even come up. You shouldn't even be able to hold it against somebody, because now if there are multiple felon, okay, you've lost your right. You're done. But if it's a one and done,
There should be a time limit, like a statute of limitation. It should be like, after so many years, it goes away as long as you keep your record clean.
In the state of Colorado, you can put in a thing to get a governor, a pardon from the governor. But it's going to cost you money.
Oh yeah,
Lots of money. Because you got to pay the lawyer, they're going to write the letters, they're going to do all this stuff. You got to be out of prison for so many years. I think it's 10 years or 15 years before they'll even consider you.
And it depends on what you did too.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you were going to say something, and he kind of cut you off.
How is it in Canada? That's my question. So if I get a felony in Canada, is it held against me the rest of my life in Canada too?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, there's always that, how do you say it? The pardon?
Yeah, you can get a pardon.
Yeah, active pardon. But you still, but you're always ranked for more than 10 years, so.
Yeah. No, but like I said, like you go to prison. for
Is
weed or something stupid. They should just be like, okay, 10 years, you've been a good guy.
No, you have to go get that pardon. I remember. You always have to go get.
Canada law system is based off of Great Britain's.
Yeah. No.
Or is it slightly
part of Canada?
No.
Part of Canada is off European law, like British legal law, and there's part of Canada that's off the Napoleonic law.
Oh yeah, because of French.
Oh, okay. French, yeah.
Vive la France.
Vive
la Quebec.
Yeah. Talking about Vive la France, we are at 105 right now. We've just we've busted, but we gave you a little bit more because we weren't there for the last 2 weeks. So Sam, Akai, I should say. Sorry. What do we have to do? What do the people?
Please like and subscribe. Pass this podcast out to your friends. Tell people how much we're just bad people, and share us around.
Tell him.
Or, how bad this guy is, or that guy, or this.
Yeah, we'll put it that way.
and come join us. Come
and
out
like I said,
TV.
if you have an articulable argument against anything that we've said tonight, we invite you.
I said tonight.
We invite you to email us at vermlandradio.com, and we will read your argument. And please put facts and all that stuff in there. It doesn't have to be full of vitriol and all that stuff. Just explain it. I understand if there's a little passion because I'm passionate. And we'll read it, and you never know, you may change my mind.
Or end up at our show with us to explain your point of view.
Yes.
Hey, let me say this one day, Ness. The hurricane that just hit Florida.
Yes.
Please try to donate some type of thing because people are struggling with.
And if you're a truck driver driving relief to Florida, bring a friend to watch your truck so somebody doesn't slash your tires, because that is a thing that's going on now because of this dock worker strike and all these unions going on strike, that they're slashing aid truck drivers' trucks and tires in the stations going down there. So
I didn't know that, actually.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that.
There's a lot of shady stuff that happens, and they're expensive too. I mean, just to replace the semi tires on, like if you had to replace all the truck tires on the semi, you're looking at easily $18,000.
Well, just like this, I know my dad, who's a driver, he had to replace one of his drive tires, and it cost him like $600. Of course, the company got charged for it, but he got cost like $600 to $800 per tire.
Yeah, and you got 18 of them.
Well, drive tires are different. Drive tires are.
I know.
He knows what I'm talking about. Drive tires are different.
I know they're different, but
so
they're all about the same price.
Yeah,
and
we're going to keep those subjects for next week. Thank you very much, Ragnar, for being there. Team, Thank you very much for all being there. And let's see each other all on Tuesday next week. If Verm doesn't get tired, I know you guys are going to say it. So, peace.
Night, Verm.
Help those.